The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Hello boys and girls, my name is Miss Aliyah Brewster, and today we will be examining the concept of Roman numerals. So grab a pencil and a notebook, get settled because we're about to start. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's begin. What are Roman numerals? Maybe you would have heard the term before, or perhaps you're not even familiar with it. Roman numerals are numbers that were used in ancient Rome, which employed a combination of letters from the Latin alphabet. For example, they used the letter I, V, X, C, D, and M. For Roman numerals, I represents 1, V is the symbol used for 5, X is used for 10, L is used for 50, C is used to represent 100, while D is used to represent 500, and M is used to represent 1000. How are Roman numerals used? Numbers are represented by putting the symbols or letters into various combinations in different order. The symbols are then added together. For example, 1 is represented by the letter I, 2 is represented by 2 letter I's coming together, while 3 is represented by 3 letter I's. 4 is represented with a letter I and V, while 5 is represented by V. If you look at the symbols for the numeral 4 and 5, you would notice something different and something that's similar. Both of them has the letter V as the symbol to represent it. However, for numeral 4, there's I before the V. Now, when you see there's a symbol before a letter that is being repeated after, it means that 1 minus 5 equals 4. So that's called the subtracting principle. This would help you to be able to write and identify Roman numerals as we go along. Number 6 is represented by V and I. Number 7 is represented by V and 2 I's. Number 8 is represented by V and 3 I's, while number 9 is represented by 1 X, and 10 is represented by X. Now here we see the same subtracting principle with numerals 9 and 10. 10 is represented by X, while 9 has IX. Now that I in front of the X really means that 1 is being subtracted from 10, which will give us the numerical value of 9. 11. 11 is represented by X and I, 20 by XX, 30 by XXX, and 40 by XL, and 50 by L. There with 50 and 40, you would notice that the subtracting principle again is being applied, whereby 50 is represented by the letter L, and 40 has an X before the L. That really tells us that 10 is being subtracted from 50 to give us 40. 60 is represented by LX, 70 is being represented by LXX, while 80 is being represented by LXXX, and 90 is represented by XC, while 100 is C. There you have the same subtracting principle being applied with 190, where 100 is C and 90 is XC, which means that 10 is being subtracted from 100 to give us the numerical value of 90. And we can go on. You have 200 is represented by CC, while 300 is CCC, and 400 is CD, while 500 is D. 600 is DC, 700 is DCC, 800 is DCC, 900 is cm, 1000 is m, and 1001 is mi. Take a look at the two clocks on the screen. Now, sometimes you may notice if mommy or daddy would have purchased a watch for you, sometimes the number within the watch is represented by Roman numerals. Then there are other times you might see the numbers being represented by the regular numbers that you know about, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, really and truly, both of those clocks are the same thing. The numbers are the same, however, the representation is different. The first one has Roman numerals, while the second one has regular numerals. So on the first clock, you would notice it starts with 12 at the top center, and 12 is being represented by XII. Remember, X represents 10 and II represents 2. Then it moves on to I, and then II as 2, III as 3, IV as 4, V as 5, VI as 6, VII as 7, VII I as 8, IX as 9, X as 10, and XI as 11. Look at the clocks properly before writing the correct time that each clock is representing. One has been done for you. The first one is, we see the long hand is being pointed at 12, while the short hand is pointed at 2. Therefore, the time would be 2 o'clock. Number 2, the long hand is being pointed at 12, while the short hand is being pointed at 4. You can look at the rest and quickly jot down the time. Answers. The second image, of course, is 4 o'clock, while the third clock represents 8 o'clock. The fourth clock is 3:30, the fifth clock is 7:30, and the sixth clock is 11:30. I hope you got all correct. That has brought us to the end of our lesson. Remember, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. And even though our session has come to an end, that does not mean that your study time is over. If you want to be successful at your upcoming exams, remember you need to practice. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.